Alright, so today is going to be the first episode in the camper wagon build and all the things I want to do to it. So we are going to do a rear disc conversion in this episode, and we're going to start by installing a set of these stainless brake lines because I don't really have much to do in the front. Everything up here is done already. I painted those last year. I did everything in here last year. So all I really have to do is just change the brake line to the braided one. So we'll start in the front. I've already got the brakes in the front bled out. I haven't done the back yet, so I'll show you guys how I drain the fluid out of the brakes. So yeah, let's get set up and we'll get that brake line off. Alright, I'm going to start by taking apart this connection here. You don't have to say the new ones come with the kit. .5/8 on the top, or at least my 5/8 fits good. 12 mil on the bottom. Oh, that came easier than I've ever had one come before. And 11 mil over here. And the brake line is out. You'll notice when you buy these that you get two of them that are identical. Those are the rear. And then you get one that looks like that and one that looks like that. Now, I did a set of these last year, and when I looked, the factory one was the long one on the passenger side. But I just looked on this car, and the long one goes on the driver's side. So it has a bigger hole in it. So I will keep it as it was, and we'll put this one on there. And the kit does come with new washers and bolts. If you get the set for rear discs, you'll get two different size bolts. The short ones go in the front, the long ones go in the back. There we go. One nice stainless steel braided brake line. So I'm going to head over and do the other side real quick, and then we'll go start on the back. Alright, so we got the front all done. Now we'll start getting rid of... Oh, that came off easy. take a putty knife, try to get in between. I did have this apart last year, so this should come apart fairly easy. Alright, I think that's pretty well. There it is. Cool. Alright. We're just gonna let that hang there. So this is my fancy tool. I'm just gonna put that end on here. Crack that open. Grab my jug. There it goes. There shouldn't be much in it because I already drained the master when I did the front, so we are literally just pulling the line. There we go. The line is empty. It makes it pretty quick. I thought I broke something there for sure, but I did not. I got lucky. One brake line removed. Alright, so now we just start rebuilding back and then put discs in the way instead. I am replacing my wheel bearings while I'm in here just because it's a lot easier than getting them out of here. Alright, so we got our rear bearing. I like the Timken ones, I seem to get better life out of them than the other ones. Alright, that's on there. Now, the disc. Yeah. Always remember, your bleed nipple points up. Also, make sure you put your disc on before you put your caliper on. Alright, let's put some pads in there. Alright, so I just put a little bit of lubricant on either side of the pad. line. This is kind of neat. They allow you to separate it. So we can put that line, put that there. We can put this guy on here. And we can orient him however we want. Alright, so we got pads, disc, caliper, wheel bearing, brake lines all installed on both sides now. So the only thing left to address is the e-brake cable and how to get that out of there. So first, we're going to take off that bolt right there, and there's this tab that holds the e-brake cable. And then we're gonna go in the car and get that out of there. And there we are. Now what we have to do is I'm gonna pull out the front seats, the center console, and possibly the top of the back seats so that I can pull the carpet up in the back and get to where the cables come in the floor here. Alright, now that we got the front seats out and the console out, now we can pull the bottom of the back seat, at the very least just up a bit. And we can pull the carpet forward. We may have to sneak it out underneath the trim. I don't really want to take off the trim, but we may have to. Alright, so here's a 10mm nut and a rod that run down this way, and then this cable pulls tension on this. So if you loosen this guy off, you'll release the tension on there. Don't loosen it off all the way, just take it to as low as you can, because you'll need the slack putting the new ones in. Also, release your e-brake. Damn it, no. That was easy. There we go. Alright, so that's that. Those just pop right out. And then you naggle that out to the hole. And there we are. Alright, so when you're doing these, you'll have to take this tab off. It just takes a couple of whacks with a hammer, and it will come off, and you'll have to put that back on your new one to mount it. And then you'll have to slide this guy, the grommet, off of here, and then onto your new one, because for some reason the grommet they send on the new one isn't the right one. But that's the workaround. It's a little bit of work, but it can be done. You just got to be careful. Alright, so let's get some new cables in there. Alright, so I got some new cables. Now, I already put my own. I kicked one of these off of a different set that I'd taken off that were laying around. I cleaned them up with a wire wheel, gave them a paint. I also swapped over the bushing already just to save me some time. So let's slide this bad boy in the car. Alright, so I got the EBrake cables run through the car, and I redid the bolt. And then all you have to do over here is put cable through that bracket, give that a pull, give that a pull, get that in there. It's really easy. And then all you have to do after that is just adjust the wheels with the EBrake and gradually tighten the nut. Keep spinning your hubs so that until they lock up, and then back it off a bit. And then just bleed out the brakes. And that's a job done. So stay tuned to the next episode and find out why that shock is removed and what is going to go in there to replace it, and that'll be a pretty good time. So yeah, do the things. See you in the next one.